Hello, it's Forex News and me, Kate Tichina. In February, the annual inflation rate in the industrialized countries declined amid the moderation of the advance in energy prices. The data of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, published on Tuesday, testifies about this. According to this data, the consumer price index in 30 countries of the OECD increased by 1.9% in February, compared to the same period of the previous year, whereas in January the index grew by 2.1%. In June-September 2009 period, the developed countries for the first met the deflation since 1971. The OECD has started its statistics. This became evidence that the world financial crisis was very hard and it caused the recession. The decrease in energy prices became the major factor of the deflation in developed countries, and the upturn of energy prices became a reason of the return to the inflation. Nevertheless, the annual growth rates of energy costs in OECD countries declined to 8.4% in February against 10.6% in January. The decrease of the inflation can turn out to be a temporary phenomenon. Germany was the first country which provided the data on the inflation. This data showed that annual rate of inflation increased in March amid the jump in fuel prices. The core inflation in the OECD countries, not taking into account the prices for such volatile commodities as energy products and food, dropped to 1.5% in February against 1.6% in January. Some central banks, including the Reserve Bank of Australia, the Bank of Israel and the Central Bank of Norway, have already raised their interest rates, forecasting the growth of the inflationary pressure according to the world economic recovery. However, the OECD data testify that the inflationary pressure in developed economies will remain moderate. The central banks of the leading countries will hardly raise the interest rates in the nearest future, although some banks started to cut other measures intended for the support of the liquidity at the financial market, to make the loans available and maintain the demand. Only in 2 countries of the OECD, in Ireland and Japan, the deflation was continuing in February. It was Forex News provided to you by InstaForex News team. Goodbye.